Okay, welcome to the non-official, official review of Video Production 1 with Dustin Topham and Kennedy Coford. What did I like about the class? Well, I liked how much freedom with the how much creative freedom we had, because for the most part we could do whatever we wanted. I mean, of course there was your guidelines, and well, of course there's assignments, so there's the rubric of saying, oh, this amount of time, and it's an action scene, so it has to be that. But besides that, it was do whatever you want. You kind of let us do what we wanted, and I loved that, because I could just pick whatever idea I wanted, and I could run with it. I also loved how you guys took roll, like 5 minutes into class. Not that I would wait those whole 5 minutes to come to class, but not having to worry to be like, oh, I hear the bell, that means I only have 6 minutes to get to class, and I mean I have to leave right away, but of course you want to talk to your friends, so it's just like, well, I don't have to worry about being there exactly on time, because you guys had leniency, and of course there was an extent to that, but I thought that was awesome. What I would change about this class is the topic for the long shot, the oneer. When we were given this, we had to do a rom-com, a romantic comedy, and then when we split the class in half, there was only one girl that was in our group, which made it really tough. In the end, we got it done, and I mean, we got a grade on it, but in my opinion, it wasn't good enough for me. I would have loved to do something whole lot better, but with the fact that we only had one girl, and a rom-com for the one shot, kind of limited us, which of course, I mean, helps us creatively, I guess, there as well, but it just, in my opinion, I thought it was not really good. What was my favorite project that I worked on? My favorite project that I worked on had to have been the What's on TV project. Now my group had a couple of slackers that never could meet and film and didn't really do anything for us. And it was kind of rough in the beginning trying to get it all together, and I ended up having to film a bunch of stuff on my own and just kind of, I mean, that's the way it is with group projects, but in the end, when I got to start editing it and put it all together, put the music and the sound effects and color corrections and stuff, it was probably the most rewarding project, just because, I don't know, it always feels good when you have a finished product and you're like, I did that. Some feedback for your guys' teaching. I really loved having the film clips that we got to watch when you were teaching us a lesson. It just made it better in the long run, because of course nobody likes lectures and just long teachers going on and on. Not that it's boring, but it's boring. And so when you put in movie clips to try and break it up, it made it more fun. It also was easier to figure out, of course, what you're trying to teach us, of saying, oh, this is what a one-shot is, and you put the 1917 clip. It's always just nice to be like, hey, I seen that movie, I know exactly what she's talking about, or I know what he's talking about when he's saying, oh, this is a close-up shot in this movie, here you go. And it always, I don't know, it just made it better. But I would also, in my opinion, maybe throw in a few more clips to just spice it up a little bit more. It was almost there, but just missing a little bit of salt. In the end, there's really nothing else left to say. Overall, the class was fantastic. I had a ton of fun learning the software as well. I mean, I needed a little bit, just fine-tweaking my skills, getting better, always awesome. And you guys were great teachers. Sad to see you go, Kennedy, especially with the whole coronavirus thing. We didn't get the full everything that we would have seen of you, but I'll see you next year, D-Top. And with this being the very last assignment of any class I have, it's summertime. It's bright out here. Oh, it's so freaking hot. It is so hot out. It is unbelievably hot out here. I don't know why there's a breeze, but it's freaking hot. It's gonna be crappity crappo. I'm gonna refilm that whole thing. Okay, so it's summertime. It's summertime. It's time for summer. One of those got to be good enough.